On this episode of the Infowars News Blitz, Texas Senate considers repealing DREAM Act. Rand Paul officially announced his presidential bid, and Obama criticizes Christians at prayer breakfast. That and a lot more, so stay tuned. Well, this is the first article of the day here, folks. And the title is named Texas Considers Repealing the DREAM Act. It's question of fairness to American citizens. It's a question of fairness to American citizens. It is written by Adon Salazar. And thank God. Texas DREAM Act is in effect since 2001. Let the legal immigrants obtain in-state college benefits if they've been in the state for 3 years, graduating high school and receiving GEDs, or if they had pleaded they have a pending immigrant case. Republican Donna Campbell of New Braunfels and 2 other senators last month filed SB 1819, which would reverse the law that qualifies students to pay in college tuition, according to NBC's Dallas Fort Worth. Signed into law 14 years ago, Governor Rick Perry said that the legislation currently being debated by the Senate Subcommittee on Border Security gives children brought to the state through no further fault of their own a much-deserved education. Much-deserved education? Seriously? And as the article goes on here, it says basically it's a question of fairness to American citizens. Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick has stated the former senator last year promised to overturn the legislation if he won the election, asserting he was opposing to the taxpayer fraud benefits for illegal immigrants in a fundraiser later. The magnet that drives illegal immigrants is partly accused by providing benefits like in-state tuition to those who have violated federal and state laws. Representative Mark Cohart told the Houston Chronicle earlier this year. I mean, basically, the border's wide open, first of all. Second of all, everything else is going to hell in a handbasket. Third of all, it's about time. I mean, they're not dreamers. Our borders are wide open. Obama is bringing all these illegals across the border to wreck our country, and I don't think it's fair at all. People need to stop acting like a bunch of naive chumps and take this seriously. We're gonna lose our liberty. But enough about that. The video cut off, so I wasn't able to actually finish what I was gonna say. But anyway, it's official, folks. What? Ron Paul's finally done it. What has he done, you may ask? There's an article written by coming from RT, and it is titled, Rand Paul officially announces presidential bid. That's right, he's running. He's making a run for the White House. Underneath that title, it says, Rand running on liberty and limited government platforms. Expect the establishment to come after him. But anyway, it's official. Libertarian conservative Ron Paul of Kentucky says he will be running for president of the United States in 2016. If we ever get to 2016, of course. Or should I say the election. Paul, 52, announced Tuesday morning he will be indeed pursuing the Republican Party nomination for presidential ahead of next year's re-election. And the article goes on to say, sorry about that, folks, says that Paul is expected to outline his campaign during a speech scheduled for later in the day on Tuesday in Louisville, Kentucky, which he's already done, folks. On Monday, Paul's office revealed that the senator will run for office under the slogan, Defeat the Washington Machine, Unleash the American Dream. Finally, as RT reported previously this week, Senator Ron Paul's campaign agenda will most likely also be ripe with calls for reforming the national security, the U.S. drug laws, and the military use of armed and unarmed aerial assault vehicles or drones in 2013. Paul famously led a filibuster on the floor of the Senate to discuss America's drone program during the confirmation of hearing for John Brennan, the Obama administration picked for the Central Intelligence Agency Director. I mean, basically, folks, he's done it. And his father is basically not, was actually in the stands. I watched the news. He wasn't like, he was just behind the scenes, but he was actually in the stands, just sitting there. You know, like he's probably saying, "Yeah, son, go for it." But we're in a lot of trouble here, and we need him to run. I mean, to turn all of this back. If we don't, you know, we're all screwed. He may not be able to win the presidency, but he will win in the opinion of views, as Altos always says. Okay, folks. Last article of the day here. And it's an article by Kit Daniels. The article is titled, Obama Criticizes Christians After Easter Breakfast Prayer. Underneath it says, President randomly calls out less than loving expressions by Christians. For a Muslim, he certainly has his kicks. Fruitcake. Anyway. On Easter, I reflected on the fact that Christians I'm supposed to love, and I have to say that sometimes when I listen to this less than loving expression by Christians, I get concerned, Obama told his audience of Christian leaders. But that topic was for another day. Obama seems to have made a statement off the cuff because it didn't really fit into the rest of his speech about Jesus Christ, which didn't alter to current events in the most parts. Most likely, Obama referred to controversy in Indiana's religious freedom bill after Americans raised over $800,000 in support of Indiana's pizza owner who said they would cater to gay weddings if they asked due to religious beliefs. Okay. The article goes on to say, another Aquarius user said he wasn't Christian, but the attacks on Christians are getting out of hand. At least let the religious have their religious holiday. Criticize them the next day or something if you really feel you need to, he started. Twitter user DB Lawson also said that Obama is showing his true colors at a prayer breakfast with invited Christian leaders. Why in the world would he even say that? He asks. Just can't help myself. And you can see the two Twitter accounts here. Markings there. Oh, to be honest with you, this is serious. I mean, a lot of Christians being killed by ISIS, and the media's just covering it up. No one's saying anything. I mean, what are we gonna do? And we have to speak out about this, and not let our Christian brothers just get swept under the rug. Well, that's all the articles I have for you today. If you'd like to read more about the article, please go to the link below, or go to Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com. There you can find hundreds of articles just like this one I have read for you today. This is Infowars News Blitz. I'm your brother Gotham. Laugh a fan version of this. Please like, subscribe, and donate. Bye bye.